It's time to settle the score, to make a big choice. Some call it a battle, a war, a fight. But we call it the dispute, where we go back and forth to give you our best opinion on who Arsenal should sign in the summer transfer window. And then we leave it for you to decide. So welcome to the transfer exchange, the dispute. Welcome to another episode of the transfer exchange, the dispute. And this week we have a treat for you, and it won't cost you a penny. It won't even cost your clubs a penny, or in this case, Arsenal. Because today we look at players out of contract, free transfers, and this, yes, there's three of them. Free transfers, and there's three of them. And today we have Dries Mertins of Napoli, Ryan Fraser of Bournemouth, and the Brazilian winger Willian of Chelsea. Now today we've got our panel back. It's the three scouts. It's the chef. It's Steve Kay, our resident chief scout. And it's Jerome Marks, our scout from overseas. And you may be thinking, you've got yourself an overseas scout. Yes, Jerome Marks is from overseas and he's currently looking for the next Ayel Berkovic or Yussi Benayoun. But we'll get back to today's task in hand. That is out of contract players. Let's see what our scouts had to say about them. It's dispute time.
Hi everyone, Jerome here. So as you know, we've been linked with quite a few free transfers this summer. Adam Lallana, Dries Mertins, Ryan Fraser and Willian. When I've had to think about which one of these players I think we should sign on a free transfer, it's quite an easy decision for me. I don't care about how old they are, I don't care about how young they are, I don't care about sell-on value, I don't care about which haircut they've got. All I care about is which one of those has got the most amount of quality. And for me, the player in that group with the most amount of quality, by quite a long way in fact, I think, is Willian. Although he's going to be 32 in August, he's still got at least 2 solid years ahead of him, possibly even 1 or 2 more, especially nowadays with the way the players look after their bodies with the health, fitness and nutrition and all that side of things. For Brazil, he's won 70 caps so far, so would come to us with a big/large amount of pedigree. Our wingers at the moment at the club are, quite young. Reece Nelson, Saka, Pepe, Martinelli, who hopefully would go on to become a great striker. So all these young players, I'm sure, would learn from Willian with the amount of experience he would bring. Barcelona were willing to spend big on him a few years ago, something in the 45 to 50 million pound bracket. And they're not bad judges of players, are they? So for me, out of those free transfers, the one we should go for is Willian.
Evening guys, Simon here from Sunny TV Arsenal, the transfer exchange show, and this is my opinion why Ryan Fraser would be a fantastic signing for Arsenal Football Club. Ryan Fraser, you all know, from Bournemouth, AFC Bournemouth, Premier League proven. We need someone that can contribute on goals and assists because, let's be honest, Mesut Ozil's not doing it anymore. And Ryan Fraser would be absolutely fantastic on the left-hand side or in central midfield as a number 10, especially with the likes of Pepe, Aubameyang and Martinelli. At 2013, played 178 appearances and scored 20 goals in his whole entire career at Bournemouth, which is not bad. It's a good record. It's a very good record to say, look at the players that he's surrounded by. Then in 2015, he went to Ipswich Town on loan, made 18 appearances and only 4 goals. Then went back to Bournemouth and then ended up, he's been there ever since now. He's done fantastic for Scotland as well. Started off at the Scotland under 19s, made 6 appearances and scored 2 goals. He's captained Scotland once for the under 19s as well. And for Scotland under 21s, he made 10 appearances and only scored 4 goals for Scotland, which is still kind of impressive when you look at it. And then for the Scotland team now, in 2017, when he made his breakthrough season for Scotland, made 11 appearances but only scored 1 goal for Scotland, and that was in a qualifier. And I think it'd be fantastic for Arsenal. Let's be honest, Mesut Ozil's not the player that he used to be. He needs replacing. Who better? Go and get Ryan Fraser. And that's my opinion why Ryan Fraser would be fantastic at Arsenal Football Club.
Hello everybody, Steve here from the Transfer Show, bringing you this week's dispute. But it's not really a dispute, is it? But this week we're looking at free transfers because, as you know, Arsenal do love a free transfer, don't we? We love a bit of free transfers. But this week is different. We're looking at competition. So we never really want to pay a lot for competition, do we? And I have found you the absolute perfect competition for Nicolas Pepe. That's why they call me the head scout. Man is called Dries Mertins, 33-year-old. No, I can hear you now. I can hear you. 33 years old? What do we want him for? We don't want no old has-been coming to the club just for a little contract for his final years. Look, I've looked into this. As I said, trust me, not like that at all. Belgium international, even now, 33. I can still hear you. Just in his 226 appearances when he puts on the blue shirt of Napoli, he scored 90 goals. Adding to that, in those 226 appearances, he has made 70 assists. 70 assists! 160 assists in 226 appearances. Are you listening, Mesut Ozil? Are you listening? This guy's list of honours is as long as your arm. Golden Boy Italia. Winger. The same trophy that Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang won in Italy. Some people say it's a lot harder to score in Italy. It's gone quiet. You're not. Are you with me now? 33 has been. I think you're with me. I think you're with me. This guy also was in the team that finished third place when Belgium got runners-up in the World Cup. His individual honours was he won the Eredivisie Player of the Year in Holland. He won the D. Thomason Trophy. He won the Belgian Footballer of the Year. And he was in the Serie A Team of the Year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. This is the guy that Arsenal should be getting to put pen to paper in the summer. Dries Mertins, I know you trust me. I know you always do. I love you. And I'll speak to you soon.
Now you've seen what they've had to say, and it's a very hard decision. Who would you go for? Let us know in the comments section. I said it last time and I'll say it again. You probably thought, surely these guys have run out of experts to talk about. Well, we haven't. Never at the transfer exchange. We've always got someone for you. And today, I went to South American expert. In fact, his expertise are in Chile as well. And I'm not talking about that hot and spicy pepper. I'm talking about the country Chile. His expertise go beyond anything I've ever seen when it comes to that place, but he also knows South American football itself. So I asked him about Thiago Almeida, a player who Arsenal have been linked with and many other clubs, and he also gave me another little gem from the other side of the tracks. So let's see what he has to say about Thiago Almeida. Thiago Almeida, been linked with a move to many clubs. Looks like a real talent. Do you think he's got what it takes to do it in Europe? Since he's been linked, I think Barcelona, Liverpool looking at him. A lot of people. It's in Valencia at the moment.
Yeah, he's a really talented attacking midfielder. He's currently at Vélez, who have got pretty decent reputation in Argentinian football. One of the best actually for developing young players. And yeah, he really thrived under the management of Gabriel Heinze, the ex-Manchester United player.
Yeah.
You know him. But yeah, incredibly skillful. I believe that he comes from quite a rough barrio here in
Here
in South America. He's quite tough in that respect as well, and yeah, just bags and bags of quality. Everything you would expect really from a talented attacking Argentinian, really. Quality passing, shooting, and quite a few tricks as well. So yeah, I think I remember that he had this penalty. This was just before the lockdown. He had this penalty for Vélez in the last minute away from home. If he misses, Vélez are out. If he scores it, they go through.
And what is he, 17?
He's only 7, and he's already like a leader of the side, and takes on a ridiculous amount of responsibility, as you saw with this penalty. And it was an away game against Aucas in Ecuador, who are producing a lot of the top talent at the moment in Ecuador, and Vélez have been completely outplayed in this game as well. But they fluked this penalty in the last minute, and Almeida steps up and coolly put it away.
Last minute, 17.
And sent his team through to the next round.
So he's got the mentality, at least, just from sort of having all that pressure.
That's the thing I'd say, because I actually saw him struggle a little bit in the under-20 South American Championships here in Chile earlier last year. I attended pretty much half the games, which took place in a couple of small towns south of Santiago, and he had some moments in that, but for me, he was actually overshadowed by another really talented player in a similar position to him, Pedro de la Vega, who's at Lanús, and de la Vega apparently is from sort of the other side of the tracks. So there's this interesting narrative going on there. But if I was to judge the two players in that tournament, I would have put my money on de la Vega. But they were both quite young even to be in that tournament. I think both were sort of only 17. And this was an under-20 tournament. So, majority of players in it were 19 years old. So, and at that age, those 2 years are quite a big difference. So,
don't sound too bad, does he? And if you've got a chance, have a little look at him. Go and check out. He's going to be up on the Insta page soon. We're going to do little videos. Go and check out the Twitter page. There's going to be some bits on him there. But he sounds like an absolute baller. I'll tell you what, Pedro de la Vega don't sound too bad, does he? Check him out as well, because he's got skills and he seems a bit more English ready. But you never know, because players like Santi Cazorla, who was very small and very slight, took the Premier League by storm. So if you think he's ready for the Premier League, let us know in the comments. And of course, if you've got a player out there that you want us to look at, or you want to ask any of our experts, let us know. Write in the comment section and we'll always ask, or even if this player is that good. If our scouts have said, "Oi kids, I tell you what, this player's an absolute baller." If any of my scouts say that, I will personally find an expert who will give us the 411 on that player, just for you. So on that note, thanks for watching, and don't forget, you can catch the Transfer Exchange Show, The Dispute. You can catch us on Sunday, where we will have Bundesliga expert Drew Thompson live with us, where we'll be discussing Kerem Adeyemi, Ibrahim Konate, Upamecano, and some other youths. Because at the Transfer Exchange, we don't just talk about Arsenal links, we talk about youths. We talk about the best up-and-coming youths from around the world to give you more information so that you can argue with your mates about who else your clubs can sign, because there's more than just Thomas Partey and Upamecano out there, boys and girls, of course. So look about, or just come to one place, and that is the Transfer Exchange. And of course, you can catch my interim midweek show, the Transfer Exchange, which is the baby of this. On that note, peace out, stay safe, and wash your hands. And of course, don't forget to follow KS1 TV, where you can see the full interviews from the experts from around the world, where we talk about football for every team. Global, Euro, English, Prem, teams you love, teams you hate, the lot. And don't forget to subscribe to Sunny TV Arsenal.